Every once in a while on the channel, a product comes along that I review and I love it. And I tell you all that I love it. And you all buy it through my affiliate link and you love it. And guess what? I get paid through that. So I am even more encouraged. It's like the perfect partnership. Now, I wouldn't lie. If there is a product that I don't like, then I would tell you all, and I like being honest. The Ultra Human Ring Air is one of the products that I love a lot, and you all loved it too. And that video continues to do well, sales continues to do well. Today's product, however, that is not the case. Today we're going to be talking about the XReal Air 2 Pro from XReal and how I'm just going to come out and say sort of like a summary of this review so you can hear it and move on, or you can stick around and hear my reasons why. The concept of this device is awesome, and I would even say to some extent the execution on this product is awesome. However, the effect that you think you're going to get from this product is far from what it's actually like. And it let me down, and I'm going to talk about that today. Before we dive in, on this channel, we talk about tech from an intentional living perspective. So if that sounds cool to you, please consider subscribing and like this video for more. Today I've got a package from XReal. They make AR glasses. So if you've seen the Apple Vision Pro, you've got an idea of what that looks like. Again, the Apple Vision Pro is around how much? $3,500, almost $4,000. So we're gonna kind of compare this against something like the Apple Vision Pro and give an idea of what a lower, more affordable version of AR glasses can be. If at any time you want to pick up yours, you can check the link in the description for an extra percentage off your order. So I, like most, was obviously very interested in the Apple Vision Pro and the idea of augmented reality. I think it's a cool place that we're getting into with the future of things here, but I don't have that kind of money, honestly, and I don't know that a lot of friends and family do as well. So I was really excited to hear from XReal, who sent me their Air 2 Pros. So I'm just excited to get into this guy. From what I've seen, I love the way they look. I like the packaging. And as you can see, it comes with this dongle, which is actually called the XReal Hub. Hopefully you can see that there. This allows a little more convenience in charging for the device that you're using along with the AR glasses. So first and foremost, this packaging is just incredible looking. I've seen some reviews online showing this off, but like this is just unique. It's different. I love the look here. XReal Air 2 Pro. I will say that XReal just came with their Air Max, Air Ultra, something like that. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it does a lot more functionality. I'd love to get my hands on that in the future to check out that product as well. But again, today we're checking out the Pros. That's nice. I like that. All right, let's see how this sort of opens up here. Wow, kind of reminds me of like the Apple Watch unboxing experience. So you'll see that, ooh, what is this? All right, we've got, extra nose pieces and then prescription glasses piece right there. Put that aside. What do we got here? Some quick start guides, a cleaning cloth as well. I'm just gonna set the box aside. I think that's everything. Yes, even the inside looks really cool. I love that. Unboxing is such a fun thing to do. It's a cool experience. Multi-function key to switch the tint level. That's right. So with these, you'll have different levels of tint, which we'll get into as well. Get ready to use AR with a little QR code and some quick start guides here as well. So now that we've got all that done, we can actually, I'm going to open up this here. So here are the prescription lenses. There you go. If you wear glasses, this is how they do their prescription lenses, and you put those in the product itself. We'll put those right there. And we have a couple extra nose pieces as well. So we'll pull those out. Small and large are these. I'm not sure which side I'll need. Nice and squishy. That's cool. It looks like that's going to be kind of comfortable to wear. So some more packaging, stuff like that. Let's move this over to the side. And finally, let's check out the actual product itself. It comes in this nice carrying case, which will be cool just to throw into a bag. We'll open up here and we're met with the product itself. Nice and wound up here, a nice microfiber lining on the inside of the packaging, which is nice. And let's see how this all comes apart here. It drops down, arms come out. We have our charging cable. So from above here, here is, we'll pull this off here. This right here is actually an added feature which fully blocks out light, but there is the product itself. It looks like the old Wayfarer design of sunglasses you may have had before. There's different angles you can wear here which help. And again, like I said, different nose pieces to make sure that they fit. So my first impressions here, well, first of all, let's see how this looks. Nice. It looks a little strange because they do have to sit off your face a little to give the appropriate distance from the actual screens inside. But as you can see here from the camera above, hopefully, you do have these little angled lenses here. And what's happening is all the projector housing and stuff is all done up here at the top. And then it fires down into this angled glass. And then what you actually see is in front of you. So I can clearly see you guys. I can definitely notice like this little area here that shows the projector itself within. But anyway, that's the look that you're going for there. I know that there's a little IR reader here or a proximity sensor so that it knows when you're actually wearing them on your head. You do have your downward firing speakers that go right into your ear. And I've heard you can't really hear it if you're sitting around. These are nice and flexible and comfortable. I'll say they're fairly lightweight, which surprises me. I thought they would be a little bit heavier, but that's a cool look, right? What else do we have here? We have a single button up front, which changes the tint. We have a volume rocker and display brightness rocker as well. So yeah, that does it really for unboxing and first impressions. They fold up nice, just like that. But I'm gonna get to testing and I'll be back with you all in a bit. These glasses just look cool, man. Like that is a Ray-Ban, you know? That is nice. And when I put them on my face, like that could be sunglasses for all you know, right? And I loved the design. And I will happily say, upon receiving the product, playing with the product, I've been using for a couple weeks now, build quality is amazing. The speakers coming out of this thing is amazing. Super comfortable to wear, easy to set up and use. But I think the experience I got and I have while using them falls short. It's not what you would think it would be. And I wasn't imagining like a virtual reality world where I put these on and now I'm standing on top of Mount Everest. I understand it is literally just putting a screen in front of you. It's the same thing as plugging your laptop into an external monitor, except the monitor are two little monitors right on your eyes, right? So that's what I understood. The problem here was, one, when I reached out, I was connected with their affiliate person or whoever my contact was, who is, I wouldn't say unresponsive, but definitely takes 2, 3, 4 days to respond to my emails. I asked if I could review the product. I did my normal stuff, right? Like working with Xreel. These glasses in and of themselves, plug them into your computer. It puts two screens, or I guess it looks more like one screen. It is two screens. It looks like one screen. Puts one screen in front of your face. It's literally just projected onto this tiny piece, tiny 2 pieces of glass or plastic right here. Feels more like glass. And that just follows you around like this. They have a product called the Beam, which actually adds way more functionality to these glasses. It allows for a few different viewing modes. It allows for there to be, there's a mode where like, if I turn my head quickly, the screen follows, but kind of like, it's not like an exact following. It kind of does this. And I've heard a lot of people talk about, like with VR goggles and stuff, the fact that it can cause motion sickness a little bit. And I will say I've experienced that a tiny bit with wearing these. And so I wanted to try out some of those other view modes. I asked if I could review the Beam, and they came back and said, hey, we're discontinuing that version, so we're not gonna send it to you. Later on this year, we're gonna have a second version. And I'll also say that Xreel just came out with their XReal Air 2 Pro Ultras, I think. So there's already a new model out that has cameras. I can't speak for that new model. I can only speak for this one. There was that. I will just say my experience talking with Xreel hasn't been the best. Not super responsive. I told them that I wanted to try out the beam because I like the functionality. I really wanted to give this product a full review, which is fine. I understand like they don't have units just to send out. They want to sell them. They want to get rid of them. All that said, I can't review this product fully with the beam because I don't have it. So I can only talk about the product in the capacity that I have it in. So here's the thing. I thought I was going to be able to use this for work. I thought it'd be really cool going on a plane, sitting, responding to emails, which you can definitely do. The problem is, and I've heard other reviewers talk about this, first and foremost, around the outside of the image is blurry. In the corners, it's blurry. You know, playing video games or watching movies, that's kind of okay, but I'll take it a step further. I don't know if it's my device, if it's my eyes, if it's the way my face is shaped, but for some reason, the bottom left like section of the image itself is also blurry. I can't, like if my eyes look down there, it's super blurry and I can't tell if like the projector's messed up. It's not like a smudge on the glass or anything. I just can't tell. If I like push the glasses like this a certain way, I can see it. But there's something where I just can't see down there clearly. And when you're working with text on screen, like I said, responding to emails or trying to read something like an article, it's just not the best for that. And it's not super clear. So that's sort of my first qualm, was the image quality is a little blurry and not as nice as I thought it would be. Now, what I don't understand is you have the full size of the glass itself, right? Like a regular, this whole section. However, the part that gets projected onto is smaller. It's about a third of that whole section. And by doing that, you're trying to fit the whole screen reflection on those small sections. And I found like this piece is just not big enough to show the image that they're displaying. And I don't understand why they wouldn't just make the entire inside of the glasses part of that. It's hard to explain, and it's hard to explain without showing you, and I can't really show you this experience. The other thing is, like, when I'm wearing these, AR is supposed to be like passive, right? So I should be able to see it. I can see everything, but one, it's like wearing sunglasses, even with the like extra dimming turned off. Extra dimming's turned all the way off, it's not even plugged in. It's like wearing sunglasses with glasses, with two pairs of glasses underneath those sunglasses. Like there's literally 3 bits, either 2 or 3. Either way, you're looking through 2 bits of glasses. Because of the way they're tilted down, I can see a reflection of everything my hands are doing right now. I can see the reflection of this desk. So I'm looking through glass, looking through my desk, looking through the front sunglass piece. Now I can see the camera. That's distracting. And this part of the reflection zone is super clear too. So then it's almost like looking through bifocals, because there's a huge lot, like white line right here, right in the middle of my vision too. So that's distracting. So I think the novelty of being able to watch something while still seeing the world around you is just, it's not quite what you'd think. You'd think that when you put these on, you're talking to a friend and there's just a screen over top of them, but it's not just a screen. It's like that line I talked about. You're seeing the reflection of your hands. There's a lot of outside light, another point, that comes in through the sides and bottom. So even if I fully dim this, even if I fully put on like this covering, which makes it almost opaque, there's so much light. Like yesterday I was watching Dune Part 2, laying on my couch, and I was like, I need to put literally a blanket over my face to cut out all this extra light. It was just so distracting. And again, now what this does solve, this guy here, is I don't see as much of this reflection because of these little guys on the bottom, right? Which is helpful, but I'm still seeing a lot here. I'm still seeing those 2 white lines. I don't know. It's not a great experience. Not to mention, now I understand like Apple Vision Pro deals with this too. You put these on and you're not ready to go. Like I can't just walk around. I also have to clip on the cable, and then I have to have this, since I don't have iPhone 15 Pro, I don't have an Android device, USB-C, plug it into my computer. So in order for me to use this, I have to get my computer out, which has a screen on it already, put these on, plug them in, be tethered to my computer. I understand the reason that you have to be tethered and stuff. I'm talking about the experience of using these. It's not great. It takes a lot of time to set up. not set up, but kind of plugging multiple things in. You're tethered to your computer. If your computer has to charge, you're tethered to the wall. In a lot of ways, again, the XReal Beam product that goes with this helps with a lot of this, right? You can just plug that in and put it in your pocket. Then you are kind of hands-free walking around and stuff like that. However, I wouldn't walk around with these on. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. They're too distracting, too dark. Anyway. So I'll go back to what I said at the beginning of this video. The speakers are fine. The buttons are great. It is what it is. Without the XReal Beam, it's literally just a monitor. It's just a monitor that's right on your face and not really done super well. In theory, and the idea is super cool, but again, the experience you get and what you expect, I think, is lacking. And I really do. I hate to like rant and leave such a poor review on a product because I've been watching the company. I follow a lot of their people on LinkedIn. Like, I like them as a company and as a business, and I'd be super interested. And I reached out and asked if I could review the Ultras too. They obviously won't let me do that after watching this video, but I think that next iteration and the next one and the next one, they're only gonna get better, right? I'll just say, as their second or third generation or fourth generation product, it's still not quite what the marketing shows, which is how everything is, but it's just not there. It's not there. It's as light and as comfortable and as easy to use as it is. It isn't though. It's uncomfortable and it's not easy to use. And it's something that you think would make your life easier or make you more productive. And really it just gave me a headache. I'm gonna continue trying to use this. I played Minecraft with them one night, which was fine. I think if mostly all you're focusing on is the middle of the screen, it's okay. So like maybe playing shooter games and stuff, but working with these, no. And there's an app too on the Mac where you set it up and it allows you to see like 3 monitors, and that's cool. It just still wasn't the experience you think because there's only so much field of view. And when you're looking over here, the rest of your monitors are just absolutely just cut off. They're not just over here blurry in your peripherals. They're just not there. And so it's kind of just gimmicky using that app as well. However, I will say, benefit of the doubt, if you've got money laying around, you want to try out a new piece of tech, this is a stepping stone to the price of the Apple Vision Pro. Get some, play around with them. I would recommend getting the Beam. Again, I didn't get to test it, but because of the functionality it adds, I think it would make this product, I'd say 50 to 100 times better than the experience without. All that said, build quality is great. There's a lot of thought put into these, and I mean, I'm always amazed. The amount of tech in these smart rings is blowing my mind. The amount of tech in this device blows my mind. The speakers sound fine. The image quality is fine. I mean, it's 1080p, and the brightness and the colors I was happy with. It's not quite there. All of this said, if you ignored everything I just said, or you want to just try it out for yourself, feel free to grab yours from the link in the description, play around with them. It's definitely neat. And I think if you're someone who's a gamer or wants to watch some movies in your free time alone, again, it's a whole other argument to how personal this device is if your wife is sitting in a room with you. Yes, you can see through your screen at her face, but like, come on, you're not focusing on other people while you're wearing these. Fun toy. If you've got money laying around and you're just one of those people who likes to try out new tech, new products like I do personally, pick yours up down below and let me know what you think of these in the comments. I also know that a lot of you are going to disagree with me, and I'd like to hear your arguments down in the comments as well. Thank you very much to XReal for letting me have these and reviewing them, and honestly, all the best to the company. I'd love to try out the Ultras and see how they've improved. So that's gonna do it for my review of the XReal Air 2 Pros. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Click that like button if you liked this video, and hit that downvote unlike button if you didn't. It'll help me know what kind of content you all want me to make in the future. Watch this video next. I think you're gonna love it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.